with the supernal dreamers? Taste the flames of oblivion. Go, rebels. Slash and why won't you die? Arena's name. Die.
What happened? I have to get to Koglen village. Meet me there.
Undead werewolf took over Camelot. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
all the ports and all...
I'm pretty good with knives. I know how to fillet fish, butcher livestock. I can gut an enemy on the battlefield too if I need to. But honestly, I prefer to cook.
I don't know. I could have sworn I'd seen her up at Castle Alcaire.
Do you think the constable would lock up a real Knight of the Flame?
You have to admit, he has been acting strange lately.
I'll admit I was surprised he broke up with Sabisa. She's gorgeous.
I'll say, that's one forge I wouldn't mind firing up.
Be careful you don't say that too loud. I heard Sabisa was once quite a swordsman.
I'm just joking around. I'm a happily married man.
You know, underneath all that steel, that knight actually has a pretty attractive figure. The finest wares here.
Help someone in need?
Fine goods at fair prices.
I heard she killed a Knight of the Flame and stole that armor.
I don't know. I could have sworn I'd seen her up at Castle Alcaire.
You think the constable would lock up a real Knight of the Flame?
You have to admit, he has been acting strange lately.
I'll admit I was surprised he broke up with Sabisa. She's gorgeous.
I'll say, that's one forge I wouldn't mind firing up.
I'd be careful you don't say that too loud. I heard Sabisa was once quite a swordsman.
I'm just joking around. I'm a happily married man.
You know, underneath all that steel, that knight actually has a pretty attractive figure.
Welcome to the Sleepy Sailor. As long as you behave yourself, you're welcome to drink yourself into a stupor.
Gods! They killed them all! Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. And they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vermina. They kept saying Vermina. High King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, thank you for saving me. As soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers. I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning something. If it's what I saw in my dreams, it's something terrible. Without a doubt. I even heard King Emmerich's name. We need to warn him. We need to warn everyone. I told the village constable, but he's more worried about these slavers. He doesn't understand. These people worship Vermina. No more than most men. She's the Daedric Prince of Nightmares and Evil Dreams. She's horrible, but some people actually worship her. He has been acting strange lately.
I'll admit I was surprised he broke up with Sabisa. She's gorgeous.
I'll say, that's one forge I wouldn't mind firing up.
I'd be careful you don't say that too loud. I heard Sabisa was once quite a swordsman.
I'm just joking around. I'm a happily married man.
You know, underneath all that steel, that knight actually has a pretty attractive figure. I heard she killed a Knight of the Flame and stole that armor.
I don't know. I could have sworn I'd seen her up at Castle Alcair.
You think the constable would lock up a real Knight of the Flame?
You have to admit, he has been acting strange lately.
I'll admit I was surprised he broke up with Sabisa. She's gorgeous.
I'll say, that's one forge I wouldn't mind firing up.
I'd be careful you don't say that too loud. I heard Sabisa was once quite a swordsman.
Whoever you are, you've got to help me. I know what this looks like, but I can assure you, I have committed no crime. The local constable is apparently 2 arrows shy of a quiver. The town was attacked by slavers, and he's accused me of being involved. I am a Knight of the Flame for Mara's sake, sent here to help secure the village. Just that I arrived in town right before the attack. It's absurd! Nerves are on edge at the castle, so I was sent to help protect the village. A messenger should have arrived ahead of me, but Constable Pascal says he never received the message. I'm glad you came along. The constable's down by the docks. If he won't listen to reason, try to find the messenger from Alcair Castle. He can explain everything. If you can get me released, the Knights of the Flame will be in your debt. I can't imagine who would do such a thing. If that is the case, though, someone needs to send word to the Knights of the Flame at Alcair Castle. The Knights of the Flame are sworn to defend Stormhaven from any who would do harm to the Bretons. But our primary duty is to protect the royal family. High King Emeric, of course, and his brother, Duke Nathaniel at Alcaire Castle to the north. Indeed, all kinds of rumors, spies at court, an attempt on the Duchess's life, an army of Red Guards with orders to storm the castle. Sir Hughes, the head of the Knights of the Flame, sent me here to make sure the village remains secure.
That night is such a good idea.
What do you mean, not a good idea? You expect me to show pity for someone who's working with slavers?
You really believe that? She's a Knight of the Flame.
You're welcome to Coghlan Village, traveler, but you'll have to excuse me. No time for idle chat. The town's been attacked by slavers, and to make matters worse, they had help from people we would have expected to be on our side. Exactly. Everyone is all worked up because she's claiming to be a Knight of the Flame. I give her credit for a brilliant disguise, but I wasn't born yesterday. You didn't fall for her cockamamie story, did you? Again, a very convenient lie. There was a messenger from the castle here, but he didn't say anything to me. He was over there by the warehouse when the slavers attacked. Those fancy clothes made him a target. They took him captive. Well, I got the town guard organized fast and had the slavers in full retreat. The cowards. They barricaded themselves in the warehouse, though. We're just going to starve them out. If your messenger's not dead, they've got him down there. Be my guest. Just don't expect any help from the guard. The slavers are like rats, quick to scurry back into a hole. But they fight nasty when they're cornered. The Dunmer crept up from the south and attacked in the dark. They killed the watchguard, but not before he sounded the alarm. We reacted fast. I had an uneasy feeling, so we were on alert. Lost a few good men. The Dunmer lost more. It's possible, but we cornered most of the cowards and cut them down. The last dozen or so barricaded themselves in the warehouse. Current plan is to just starve them out. If your messenger's alive, though, they've got him in there.
By Mullen. No.
Just try to get out of there. I dare you. Getting hungry yet?
What do you want?
Filthy Dunmer swine! I wouldn't feed your corpses to my dog.
I need aid!
It's quiet on the other side. Still nothing here?
No, damn it, it's getting on my nerves.
Don't I know it? Somebody better do something soon.
It's about time. I assume the Duke sent you? I am his personal messenger, you know. Well, what are you waiting for? Untie me! I had a message for the constable. Not that it's any business of yours. Sir Hughes of the Knights of the Flame sent me with clear orders. The message is for the constable's ears only. No, please, I'll tell you. Not like it's a really important secret or anything. Sir Hughes just takes himself a little too seriously. The message was just that Dame Dabienne of the Knights of the Flame was coming to help with security. No, I never got the chance. I had to talk to my friend first. Well, I didn't have to, I suppose. Anyways, that's when the slavers attacked. Will you untie me now? I'll go talk to the constable right away.
Well, be ready. They're desperate in there.
Getting hungry yet? I wouldn't feed your corpses to my dog.
This young man is lucky to be alive, though I'm not sure he realizes it. He told me about the message from the castle. The whole thing just seems a little too convenient, though, doesn't it? I can't release Dame Dabienne. Not yet. My duty is to ensure the safety of this village, and my gut's telling me that she's part of the threat. Too many coincidences. If we can get the village secure, we can revisit the matter. Right now, I need to deal with this ship. The slavers are on board. The captain claims he's not with them, but I know the truth. He's asking me to send the town guard to help him clear the slavers from below decks. It's clearly some kind of trap. We're not falling for it. He's not, but even if he was, it wouldn't be my problem. My duty is to the village, not his ship. Bottom line, he needs to turn his ship around and head back out to sea. If not, we'll just sink it right here. That'll solve his slaver problem. You do that. Soon as we can ensure the town's in no immediate danger, we can talk about releasing your friend from the stocks.
Aren't you afraid?
In all my years sailing these seas, I've never received such ill treatment in a friendly port. My men lie here bleeding on deck and we are refused aid. This man they call Constable is the son of a dog. Or did he change his mind? I'd sooner eat sand than do business with these Dunmer swine. I have explained this. Last night was dark. When I realized there was no beacon to mark the shore, I dropped anchor. The slavers came in longboats. They caught us unawares. It was a daring battle. The slavers outnumbered us 10 to 1, but we'd planned for this. We lured them below decks and sealed the hatch. Many men were lost, though. We here on deck are all that remain, and we need aid. Can you help us? Yes, of course. I would gladly give my ledger over, but unfortunately it is below decks. This is why I've asked the constable to assist us in eliminating these Dunmer dogs, but he has refused. I'm afraid we're at a stalemate in this respect. You are brave, perhaps even a little foolhardy, but I like you. Though I fear for your safety down there, I will not stand in your way. If you return with the ledger, I will be forever in your debt.
We'll have no disturbances here.
Someone would only help!
The captain still refuses to leave? All right, then we'll do this the hard way. I'll call together the rest of the guard. You have the ship's ledger? The captain said it was lost below decks. We'll have to study this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely skeptical this will prove anything completely. No, I'm sorry, we just can't take that risk. I dreamed about all of this, you see. The slavers, the ship, the knight, they were all working together. Even the blacksmith. I've known her for years. Lisa the blacksmith, too. And I don't care how it sounds. Defending the village is the highest priority, and we need weapons for that. Sabisa is refusing to supply us. She's leaving me no option but to have her arrested. Actually, I'd prefer you didn't. I appreciated your objectivity at first, but I must admit I am beginning to question your intentions. I'd prefer if you simply left town. You don't know what you're talking about. Paranoid. If you saw what I saw, I dreamed about this. Every last detail. You think that was just a coincidence? No way.
If Constable Pascal sent you here with orders to open the forge, you can just turn around and head right back out the door. That man has no right to order me around, and I'm not about to issue weapons for his witch hunt. Arrest me? That beef-witted bastard? To think I even cooked that man breakfast. What in oblivion's gotten into him? First he arrests a Knight of the Flame, and now me? We were friends for years, and then one night... Well, I guess you don't need the details. For a month or two, I thought we had something. Then he just broke it off. Wouldn't even let me in his house to talk. He acted like I had betrayed him. He did? He was having trouble sleeping. You know, I saw one of those weird cult members leaving his house. The Supernal Dreamers. You don't think that has anything to do with this? Don't know much about them, really. I think they're dedicated to some Daedric prince. They're crazy people. Someone saw a group of them in the hills to the north. And then there was that one who visited the constable. That's really all I know. Good idea. Perhaps there's some indication of why Pascal's behaving this way. He's just not himself. I'll talk to some of the other townspeople. I bet some of them have noticed his behavior as well.
Pascal's dreams are mine.
Turns out that almost everyone in town thinks Pascal's been acting strange, even the guards. Did you find anything that explains his behavior? Oh, my poor little Pascal. What a mess you've made. One thing's for sure. We need to put an end to all these wicked accusations he's been making. Indeed. As I said, even the town guards knew something was amiss. I told them to be ready. I suppose Pascal will probably have to be restrained. Oh well. Best thing for unpleasant work is just to get it over with. Let's go.
This is bad. This is all bad. What's happening to us?
Oh, my aching neck. I haven't been this sore in years. Oh, but freedom sure does feel good. This situation was more dangerous than I realized. You went way beyond the call of duty here, friend. I can't adequately express my gratitude. Not as glad as I am, believe me. It seems I'll need to take over security here in the village. And with those slavers out there, I need to get busy. First, though, I'm gonna see if someone around here can give me a massage. The villagers may not realize it, but you saved this town from crumbling into chaos. I mentioned before that I came from Alcair Castle. The situation there is critical, and I think you might be able to make a difference. I could give you a list to be sure, but my concerns are more general. There are rumors of assassins and spies in the castle, and as I was leaving, I heard something about a Red Guard army marching in that direction. Good question. We're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant, right? Maybe it was a false report. All the same, you should go. Talk to Messenger Courtier when you get there. I asked him to announce your coming to Duke Nathaniel.
Caliste, you're my friends. Are you going to allow this?
Serves you right for accusing innocent people.
I'm right, you know. You'll see. When they plunder our town,
Wait, I thought the night was dangerous. Now it's... I'm all confused.
So, you should have listened to me.
I don't care if the constable was brainwashed by some cult. I still say there's something suspicious about that woman.
I wouldn't say it too loud if I were you.
When I'm free, there
There's
will
another
be an
set of
accounting.
stocks right there next to the constable.
Not so fine, are you now?
gall and pox! Dame Dabienne wanted me to tell the Duke you were coming here. You saved me back in Coglin Village. I'm the messenger, the one in the warehouse. I'm sorry. I got back here and I had to tell my parents and my friends about the slaver attack down at the village. And then it just completely slipped my mind. Not much point in doing it now. I can't believe I forgot to announce you to the Duke. I really am sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Oh yeah! I forgot to deliver the message to the constable in Coglin Village as well. That's actually kind of funny, isn't it? Unless... Are you frustrated with me? Oh, good. You had me worried there for a moment. Thanks for understanding. I'll see you around the castle, I'm sure.
Hide your children! Hide your wife! The Red Guards could attack at any moment!
Damn foreigners. We've had nothing but trouble ever since the Duke married King Faharazad's daughter. And now they bring an army to our doorstep and expect the Knights of the Flame to just stand aside. Envoy Dorima marches up with an army claiming she's on a diplomatic mission from King Faharazad of Alakir. She says her message is for Duke Nathaniel alone and demands entry. All I have to say is, over my dead body. My mission is clear. No one from the Red Guard camp allowed in the castle. I'm a Knight of the Flame, and I will enforce that directive to my dying breath. Sir Hughes is the head of our order. If you have concerns, speak to him inside the castle.
Stormhaven is doomed! Mark my words! The Covenant will be our downfall!
You're welcome to Alcair Castle. I'm sure you noticed King Faharazad's army camped outside our walls, so you can understand why Duke Nathaniel is not entertaining guests. I should hope you're not here to add to our troubles. Don't hear that too often, but it's most welcome. If blood gets spilled here, it could destroy the fragile alliance holding together the Daggerfall Covenant. We need to defuse this situation as quickly as possible. Damn it. Dame Follett is holding the envoy up at the gate, isn't she? Never questioning orders is Follett's strength and her weakness. I'll have to send word to make an exception. Meantime, I actually have a task you'd be well suited for. It's a sensitive matter. We've intercepted secret messages to King Faharazad from someone inside the castle who goes by the alias of Almundine. My hope is that a little research in the library might reveal where this term comes from. Unfortunately, the Duke requires that he personally approve all visitors to the library, and he can't know about this. The library guard, Sir Gregory, perhaps you can persuade him to look the other way, or, failing that, to leave his post. Again, you must keep this quiet. The Duke is already overwhelmed, and hearing about a spy inside the castle might push him over the edge. Get past Sir Gregory and into the library. Find out who Almundine is, and report back to me personally. For better or worse, the Duke defers to me on the matter for now. Nathaniel shares King Emmerich's bloodline, but not his talent for calm under pressure. Of course, the Duke's wife being King Faharajad's daughter doesn't make matters easier. Indeed, Duchess Lakana is one of King Faharajad's youngest daughters. They say he was quite fond of her. She doesn't speak of her father much, but I think those ties run deeper than she lets on. I cannot defy the Duke's orders, not with an army at the gates. You can. One thing that might help, Sir Gregory is insanely jealous of his wife. In his mind, she would be the sheath to every knight's blade. You didn't hear it from me. For better or worse, the Duke defers to me on the matter for now. Nathaniel shares King Emmerich's bloodline, but not his talent for calm under pressure. Of course, the Duke's wife being King Faharajad's daughter doesn't make matters easier.
I heard that someone killed all the cultists and saved the Weird Tree. Hold it right there! This is Duke Nathaniel's personal library. No access without his express permission. If it's an emergency, you want the armory, not the library. It's just books in there. Honestly, I don't know why the Duke's so worried about it, but he is. If I let you in, I'd be kicked out of the castle. Probably my wife, too. No, I couldn't ask her to work. She wouldn't like that. She might even leave me. No, she spends most of her time in the market. Too much time, if you ask me. I can't stand the way all those merchants look at her. The other knights, too.
After all the gold I've spent here, you'd think these backwater merchants would be more grateful. No patience whatsoever. I miss city life. I miss Wayrest. By the way, have you seen Sir Higgins? Oh, Sir Higgins is such a gentleman. I'm just waiting for him to come and help me carry all these groceries home.
Unless the Duke himself tells me to make an exception, the library is off limits. Everyone does. That damn man gets away with murder. Sir Hughes has him patrolling inside the castle walls. He basically just lollygags around the market, flirting with women. Why do you ask? My wife? Vendi? That motherless louse. His escorting days will come to a swift end when I break his kneecaps.
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library? I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Faharajah to the fact that we know about the secret communications. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though. After speaking with King Faharajad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard General herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. But the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message. My thoughts exactly. And in so doing, you would win her confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gate, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans.